Good evening and welcome to Mount Pleasant Batley, the joint home of obviously Batley and Dewsbury, who are the Saints' opponents this evening. The second round of the Regal Trophy. Dewsbury first out on the pitch, and here come our lads. Obviously with last week's good win against Bradford at Nosey Road, top of the table performance, right out of the top drawer, and complacency mustn't enter the Saints' heads at all. Even though Dewsbury about 6th in the second division, but it's all on the night, and as you can see, a hell of a slope from left to right. Saints team for this evening: David Lyne at full-back, three-quarter line of Riley, Martin, Loughlin and Sullivan, Beavers and Griffiths at his half-back, Neil, Dwyer and Dan at the front row, Mann, Pickavance and Cooper the back three, with O'Donnell and Joint on the bench. The Dewsbury side: Graham at full-back, Rombo, Charles, Johnson and Bailey are the three-quarters, Delaney and Conway, another lively half-back combination, with Worthy, Kelly and Cox in the front row, Williams, Fleary and the evergreen Les Holiday at loose forward, and they have Dickinson and Haig on the bench. As the PA just announced, the matchday referee, Mr Neil Wood from Keighley. Both captains there centre field, both loose forwards, Shane Cooper and Les Holiday. Saints playing downhill in the first half. So obviously they've got to amass a strong lead as they're playing up this heavy slope in the second half. A tight tie on paper, anything can happen, and obviously this is why the second division teams, they like to play on their own midding. Dewsbury haven't got a permanent home. The home at Crown Flats now has houses on it. Moved over just to the opposite hill at Mount Pleasant Batley. Phil Beavers to get us underway. Phil Beavers gets it away and it just beats the Dewsbury man. Don't think he actually touched it. It rolls into touch. First scrum of the evening. Mark Conway should feed it. Conway there, both sides pressing in, obviously want territorial advantage and to get the psychological advantage. Saints penalised, Shane Cooper's asking the questions, but Mr Wood from Keighley has indicated an infringement in the scrum. Well, what sort of an indication that is, but the first penalty of the game goes to Dewsbury. Well taken by Loughlin, kept it in, pinpoint take there by Loughlin. Good drive by the Saints. Solid tackling, centre field. Paul Delaney, lively half-back, he's there. John Neal was bursting through. Now it's Pickavance. Solid drives by the Saints and got to get in there. Plenty of pressure on this Dewsbury side. John Griffiths, long ball out now to Cooper. Long ball again, Saints spend it, Loughlin powers his way through. Sullivan out on his left. But Loughlin takes the tackle, and what a superb performance by Loughlin last week in that thrashing of the tabletoppers Bradford. Beavers opted or shaped to give the long ball. Dewsbury didn't take the dummy. Last tackle of this sequence. Bernard Dwyer chips it through. Comes off Tommy Martin's knee. Tommy Martin back after a nasty thigh muscle injury he sustained at Nosey Road in an A-team game. But Alan Hunt out with a groin strain. Sonny Nicol out with a one-match suspension while playing for Great Britain. And now Dewsbury take it upfield. Well, it's gone directly into touch. Only a narrow, small, compact little pitch here at Mount Pleasant. Scrum down, Saints feed. Cooper breaks away onto John Griffiths. Moves it out left. Out to Tony Sullivan. Can he stop in the field of play? Can't. He's forced into touch. Good tackling there, quick break from the base of the scrum by Cooper. Griffiths took it on, took it over to Sullivan. 4 tries last week. And here we are this evening, obviously the big boys, the first division sides not included in the first round of the Regal. All the second division sides had a home draw against the National Premier Division plus 2 French teams. All the second division teams won through, and now the big boys are introduced, and quite a lot of interesting ties, first against second, and Dewsbury obviously looking for a good crowd here tonight. There must be a couple of thousand. They're keeping the ball moving, but they're in their own 20-metre area, and that's where the Saints are going to contain them, hopefully. Good drive by Dewsbury, and Saints have got to stop this ball. We know what happened against Sheffield. The tackling wasn't firm. Good driving through. The Homestead shouting for a high tackle, but good solid tackling there, George Mann and Shane Cooper. Last tackle of the sequence. Saints penalised, not lining up at the play of the ball, so the pressure taken off Dewsbury. The Saints being penalised again. Mr. Wood moving in quickly. That was on the last tackle, and obviously Saints can't allow these errors to creep in on the last tackle. And obviously would be getting the handover. Now Saints have to sustain another set of 6 from Dewsbury. Good drive up there. Allworthy driving it up. Neil Kelly steps up, acting half-back as ever. Out to Delaney. Tackling, George Mann comes in for the shoulder charge, stops his man, then comes in, the ball's loose. Well, reaped out is the referee's decision. Much to the joy of the Homesteads, but that's what the referee said. Surely the severity of the tackle, but it puts Dewsbury on the attack. Dewsbury now with a set of 6, trying to make it towards the Saints line, in the Saints 20-metre area. Allworthy driving it up. Now Dewsbury spread it now. Delaney, Mark Conway. Saints defence there, tested now. 10 metres from the Saints line, and Dewsbury have done well. They've come upfield right from their own line. Well, Saints penalised again. Holding down in the tackle. Well, the Saints spectators surely winning no friends with this referee. Dewsbury, they come from their own line right up to virtually within 10 metres of the Saints line. And a set of 6 now to try and put points on the board. Good tackling by Beavers on his counterpart there, Delaney. Second row forward, Shane Williams. Now it's Kelly attacked in half-back, blindside fly onto Gary Cox. Drives it within 5 metres of the Saints line. Kelly again, he turns it, now he brings it on to Delaney. He puts it back to Conway, along the line, Les Holiday, and he's a versatile campaign, he'll have to be met. It's spread out onto the wing there. Eddie Rombo going through, siding through. Solid tackling, holding right on the line. Early pressure from Dewsbury. Can the Saints withstand it now? Holiday chips it for the corner. David Lyon makes sure and knocks it dead. But good rugby from Dewsbury, it must be said. Putting pressure on the Saints. They've come the full length of the field. Even though they've had the help of the referee on about 4 penalties en route. But Saints now got to drop out from between the sticks. As I said, complacency mustn't set in. And that could prove the Saints' downfall. They've just got to get on with the game. They've got to come out for this game and just as if they was playing the top of the table as they did last week against Bradford or even the old pie eaters. Beavers drops it out. Bounces off second row man Darren Fleary. John Griffith in again at the tackle with George Mann. Dewsbury still in possession, no score. 7 minutes gone on the watch. Dewsbury spreading it out, moving it to the left. Quite a decent pitch here at Batley. Now it's Les Holiday, moves it on. Attacking half back now. Kelly moves it quickly. Well, the ball's loose. The Saints come up with possession. No, Rombo has it. Well, he looks very sharp, this Rombo, doesn't he? Spreads it out. Saints caught. Dewsbury have an overlap. Now it's Marquis Charles. Gets it away to Dennis Bailey. Can he squeeze it in the corner? No, Dewsbury have put it down. The referee lets it go. Saints have possession. Now they've got to respect this ball for this set of 6. But Dewsbury come in. Solid tackling. Dwyer at dummy half. Now it's Andy Dannett. Good drive by Dannett. Got to just take this ball up slowly. Let the Saints get their act together. John Neal, the other prop, driving it down. Turns in the tackle as ever, looking for the support. Now it's Lyon. Lyon going to pepper it downfield. Time for a bit of pressure on the fullback, Nathan Graham. Graham retrieves it. Saints have to give him 10 metres. George Mann comes and meets him. Good tackle by George Mann, right into him. Forces him down. Here comes Rombo in again, off the right wing. And he's looked very sharp in these early minutes. He laid it out to prop forward Gary Cox. Kelly attacked in half-back for Dewsbury. No score at present. But Dewsbury with more or less all the possession, looking very sharp. Dewsbury now bringing it away. Second row, Williams. Williams in 12 and Cleary in 11. Williams in 11 and Cleary in 12. The other way about, but Tommy Martin intercepts it, goes away and touches down in this right-hand corner. Well, Dewsbury bringing the ball up and Tommy Martin intercepts it there. Puts pressure. Yes, 9 minutes gone on the watch and Saints in with the first try by Tommy Martin. First try for the season. He has got 10 goals. A welcome return after an injury. And that's more or less against the run of play, we can say. But obviously, Saints will need that. And a chance now for Paul Loughlin. Chris Joint just comes on with the... are we on the sand tonight or are we on the plastic tee? You can't see, just Loughlin blocking the view. But 4 points to 0. Saints in the lead and a definite chance for Paul Loughlin with this one. 20 metres out, all on 10 metres in. 24 goals so far this season. Well, it's coming in, but whether it's just gone behind the sticks, yes it has, just gone behind the post. So 4-0 after 10 minutes.
2-0, same score.
The Saints 4, Dewsbury 0. And it's been all Dewsbury, that, as we can say, against the run of play, but that's what you've got to do. You've got to try and get into these sides and take them off the game. Dewsbury ready to get underway. Matt Conway, prolific goal scorer. Sullivan stops it. Comes infield. 4 tries last week. Looking for more. After being out for a few weeks, injury. Bernard Dwyer onto Phil Beavers, Evergreen Beavers, down the wing, straightens up, oh, brilliant drive by Beavers. Saints play it quickly, John Griffiths, well surely, Dewsbury moved up a little too quickly there, but the referee allows play to go on, but now he penalises Dewsbury for moving up in an offside position, over on the right. Both sides of the referee there moving up too quickly, but Loughlin's said he'll have a go for goal. On the opposite side this time, maybe the correct side, the left side for the right-footed kicker. And we mustn't underestimate this Dewsbury side. As I said, the last time that we played Dewsbury in the Regal Trophy at Nosey Road St Helens, it's only about 4 seasons ago. That was a second round tie. We drew at Nosey Road St Helens, 12 apiece. I think the Saints were the last to score, and in my opinion, I don't think the Saints deserved to win. To draw. They didn't win that day. They didn't deserve to draw, 12 apiece. Second round replay, obviously, should have been hit at Crown Flat, but it was taken to Wakefield with the Dewsbury ground waterlogged. Saints came through. They won 14 points to 0. That was when Tira Patty made his debut for the Saints, all 19 minutes of it. But he's certainly come from strength to strength from that, hasn't he? He had to go back home for a knee operation, and he certainly won the hearts of the Saints public, and we don't know what's happening at present. Saints board are trying to extend his contract, but also Auckland Warriors are after him for the 1995 Winfield Cup. But one of the Saints faithful now is Rapati. Loughlin chips it up. Yes, the touch judges raise the flags. So penalty award against Dewsbury for moving up offside is converted by Paul Loughlin, so 13 minutes on the watch. Saints in the lead now by 6 points to 0. Paul Loughlin's 25th goal, I make it, in the League Express weekend. They had him down for 25, unless I've lost one somewhere. But 25 goals for Loughlin. And a try by Martin. Saints get the ball back. Now they've got to drive it down again. Good work there by Vivers it was that led to the position, but solid tackling by Dewsbury. No problem. No team are respected here at Mount Pleasant. But Dewsbury penalised for lying on rather harshly, I think, there. The referee moving in. I suppose he's... well, how many minutes have we had now? We've had 14 minutes and had quite a few penalties been awarded. But Saints will restart. Andy Dannett drives it down, but solid tackling. Well, the ball there taken by Rombo. Andy Dannett had it, he drove it down. It came loose, Rombo came up with it, and now Dewsbury on the attack. George Mann has gone through a hell of a lot of tackling in this opening 14 minutes. Kelly attacked in half-back, Delaney along the line. Shane Williams in the 12 jersey, and Darren Cleary in 11. But good play there, good drive, Paul Worthy, big lad. Hooker steps up at the acting half-back role, now with Les Holiday. Good tackle there by Shane Cooper, bounced off him, but Dewsbury keep the ball going. Good run there, Cleary again, takes the ball up, looks very strong in midfield. Well, the scrum half there, he's definitely offside, it was a yard offside. But David Lyon takes the ball. Delaney moves up quickly, puts pressure on him. Dewsbury pegging the Saints back in their own 20-metre area. Obviously they want to keep them up at that end. But Dewsbury guilty again of, well, I thought it was offside, but obviously not marking up correctly at the play of the ball. And a welcome breather for the Saints. Another penalty awarded to the Saints. Certainly a stop-start game, with the referee not allowing the free flowing of the game. So Saints start again, more or less action replay. 10 metres inside their own half. Dave Lyon comes up from the full-back position. Jonathan Griffiths releases it, but good gang tackling by Dewsbury. Got Dwyer attacked in half-back. Out to Cooper, out to George Mann running out wide again. Mann breaks through the cover defence. His support on the inside from Lyon. Lyon has to take the tackle. Rombo comes in again. I think it was the full-back Nathan Graham that came up. Which now it's Saints on the attack. Griffiths along the line. Beavers chips it through. Tommy Martin chasing it up again. He put pressure on Nathan Graham, but he goes down bravely on it. Martin just holds him. Dennis Bailey, I think, moving up, attacking half-back, but it's quickly snuffed out. Now it's the Saints' turn to put the pressure on. They've got to make sure that Dewsbury don't get out of this 20-metre area in this set of 6. They're in the lead by 6 points to 0. Good running, good tackling. The missed move there, just missed the man out. The last tackle of this set of 6. Kelly at dummy half. A little chip through. Les Holiday turned it inside. Marquis Charles. Now the ball's chipped again. The chase is on. Conway, can he win the chase? But Tony Sullivan gets back and boots it dead. But splendid enterprising play by Dewsbury on the 6th tackle as the rain comes down here at Mount Pleasant. That little chip kicked through, an astute chip by Les Holiday. Then it was followed on by Marquis Charles, and then it was hacked on again, and by Conway, I think it was. Conway was doing the chasing, and Tony Sullivan came back and made sure the ball was kicked dead. And maybe the ball handling will be a bit awkward now. Obviously it's the same for both sides, and that's why you get these second division sides. They want to play the big boys on their own midding because they know that they can possibly do a job. Usually these sides in Yorkshire, these pitches in Yorkshire, very heavily muddied. This looks in quite good condition this evening. Well, a knock on there, just took his eye off the ball, did Les Holiday. Obviously, yes, as my counterpart here on the Dewsbury side was just saying, he looks as though he was getting ready. He'd already passed the ball before he got hold of it. Seasoned campaigner Holiday, we know what he can do. He's a danger man. We saw just a couple of seconds earlier. But Saints have scrum possession. It goes to the back of Evers. David Lyon tidies it up. Evers steps up, attacked it half-back. Gets the ball away to Bernard Dwyer. Now Cooper into space. Loughlin running out wide. Sullivan's with him, but Loughlin driving down. International centre three-quarter. Loughlin wants to play the ball quickly. George Mann taking up the running, taking it down the blind side again. Still going is George Mann. Support inside from Cooper. Saints come up the field 75-80 metres. Along the line now, let the ball do the work. Griffiths trying to draw his man. Tommy Martin can't take it, but it touches the Dewsbury man. David Lyon comes back. Dennis Bailey does the tackling. Les Holiday comes in as the second man. The Saints losing about 20-25 metres there. Last tackle of the sequence, and this ball will have to go in the air, I feel. Or is Beavers going for the drop? No, he's putting it high. That's a tester. Onto Rombo's wing. Well, it's still in play. It's on the last tackle. Saints have got to keep it going, but Sullivan goes in at the corner. Yes, the try's given the referee Wood. An astute kick on the last tackle there by Phil Beavers. Put it up high in the air. The ball came down. It did touch a Saints player. I don't think it was Sullivan. Then it went out to Anthony Sullivan, and he went in for a try in the corner. It was on the 6th tackle, and obviously a timely score. 21 minutes on the watch. Sullivan with his 5th in 2 games. 10 points to 0 the score, with his conversion from Paul Loughlin to come. Certainly Dewsbury putting everything into it. They're competing, they're going from end to end, and obviously Saints going from end to end there. Second round of the Regal Trophy, and looking forward to obviously a home draw, hopefully in the next round, provided we come through this evening's encounter. 10-0 at present. And Loughlin was teeing it up, similar position from his last penalty attempt. Strikes it well. The touch judges come in, but it's waved away, and the score still remains at 10 points to 0. 22 minutes of the game gone. With Dewsbury, the no duffers, in Rosette scored 54 points to 3 against Bradford last week. Dewsbury here, they beat Barrow by 56 points to 12, and in the first round of the Regal Trophy they had another big win, 56 points to 10. Dewsbury get against West Bowling, that was, but Dewsbury get the ball away. The rain coming down here quite heavily. Saints in possession. Bernard Dwyer attacked in half-back. Ian Pickervance now bringing the ball up, but solid tackling there. Super tackling by Worthy. Worthy and Delaney with the tackle, but Bernard Dwyer excellent in the loose, looking for that half break. Saints running it hard. And they've got to build up as many points as they can, obviously, in this first half, because they're going to be playing up the hill in the second half. And if they've got that driving rain in the faces, George Mann running out wide, very strong, had an excellent game. Now with David Lyon, upped it a crossfield kick. Dennis Bailey. Excuse me, I'm just suffering a little bit with the old dreaded lurgy. And obviously these cold nights here over in Yorkshire don't help either, do they? Tommy Martin there in at the tackle. Scored the first try for the Saints by an interception. Kelly turns it inside. Dewsbury looking to keep the ball alive, and Saints will have to make sure they go in and clamp the man in possession. Solid tackling there. George Mann again, and Bernard Dwyer got through acres of tackling this evening as George Mann. Looks like Delaney out on the far side, but it's the last tackle of this set of 6. And Dewsbury still pegged in their own 20-metre area. Shouldn't be any problem for David Lyon. He lets it bounce. Bounces favourably for him. Takes Eddie Rombo on. Rombo gets him at the second bite of the cherry. Beavers moving up to the acting half. Tony Sullivan coming in field. A lot of the wingmen now coming in field looking for that break. And the superior pace should take them through. Cooper. Loughlin coming on the diagonal. Still driving his Paul Loughlin. Big lad, 6'3", about 15 stone. Bernard Dwyer. Well, the ball's given forward. Dewsbury could have come away with possession. They did actually have the possession, then it fell through his legs backwards, but the referee giving the forward pass, ordering the scrum. Dewsbury feed. They take it over to the right. Oh, Delaney breaks through 2 tackles, drives again, just brought down at the 3rd attempt by David Lyon, but good driving again. Holiday turns it in field, Fleary comes through, and he's only brought down by some excellent tackling by Vivers and George Mann. They're certainly sharp, this Dewsbury side, when they've got the ball in possession, haven't they? 10-0 they're down, but they're certainly keeping going. Conway moves it right onto Marquis Charles, the ex-Hull 3/4. Now it's Holiday, obviously he's ruling the roost, he's moving out to the right. Now possession, turn back inside. Solid tackling and ball stopping, going to be the order of the day. Cooper penalised there for reaping the ball out. I don't think the referee had seen that, but obviously we got quite a clear picture as it came over. Obviously there's arms and what have you in the tackle. Well, looks a poor kick that, yes, was a poor kick, well kept in there by Mike Riley. Now he builds up ahead of steam. Joe just taken down outside the 20-metre area. So some poor positional kicking for Dewsbury this evening. Bernard Dwyer with a loose pass. Dewsbury have possession, so ball handling a little lax for both sides there. And it's now Dewsbury in the Saints 20-metre area, trailing by 10 points to 0, but still looking hungry. If they score now would give them a real boost. 14 minutes of the first half remaining. Cleary driving it up. Only one way. Well, the ball come loose again and reaped out again is the indication by John Neal. John Neal's asking the question, but you're not getting any joy off this man in the middle this evening. Dewsbury lets it go for goal. twice in quick succession. Saints have been guilty of reaping the ball out. Then the score and Conway it is that will there is one up there. The points on the board.
That's great, thanks.
Kicker this Conway. He's got about 43 goals to his name this season. Right in front of the stick, shouldn't have any problem, should he? 28 minutes on the clock, and Dewsbury looking for the first 2 points. Conway obliges them. 10-2 the score. So Conway with the penalty goal. Penalised twice in quick succession. Conway availed himself on the second attempt. Low kick. Harold Johnson brings it away, stops it gently, picks it up safely. Saints will be urged now to put pressure on this Dewsbury side. The tackling has got to be full of commitment. Good running, you can't say anything about it. It's been good running, good driving from this Dewsbury side. Certainly not to be outdone, and they're building up the points in the second division. 319 points they've scored, and they've got 155 against. So they certainly know about piling the pressure on. And this opening half hour, they certainly look very sharp, haven't they? Sullivan gets the ball from David Lyon, just loses his footing, but rounds his man, then gets taken down at the second bite. Dwyer at dummy half, short ball to Laughlin. The Homesters cry for a forward pass, and it certainly looked borderline, didn't it, from our angle? Dwyer out to Dannett, taken down at the first tackle, even though it takes 3 men to stop him, but they don't actually ground him. He plays the ball, Saints bring it blindside. John Neal now looking for support. Inside is Ian Pickermans. He breaks out to the tackle, he gets it away to Griffiths. Along to George Mann. Inside ball to Beavers on the diagonal. Now it's with Griffiths. Saints keeping it going. Griffiths breaks free. He drives through again. He's looking for support. He has to take the tackle, but the ball's come out. And it's been reaped out, says the referee. Well, another decision that obviously doesn't go down well with the Homesters. It's a very grey area, this ball stealing, and obviously when conditions are like this and the rain's coming down quite heavily, and as I said, there's arms and everything in at the tackle, and the ball shoots out, and the referee's got to make an on-the-spot decision. We don't always agree with him, but he said it was reaped out, and that's all we can do about it. There's a chance now for Laughlin right in front of the sticks. Shouldn't have any problem. "31 minutes on the watch. Laughlin looking to pop this one over. 12-2 the score will be, and he pops it over. The touch judges raise the flags. Laughlin's second of the evening, along with the Martin and Sullivan tries. So both sides exchange penalties within the space of 3 minutes for identical infringements, ball stealing, and Dewsbury will restart from the centre, and Saints should receive. Conway. Well, it's gone into touch. Just slipping in between Tony Sullivan and George Mann. So it's a restart now with a scrum just inside the Saints 20-metre area. John Griffiths and feed. Saints have possession, a long ball out to Beavers. Beavers looks for the gap. Drives it through. Now Bernard Dwyer gets it onto Shane Cooper. Played an excellent part last week, led his side well. A lot of mauling at the play of the ball, but Cooper plays it. Griffiths looks for the gap, gets a good ball away to Tony Sullivan. Well, the forward pass given. But just before he let one go that certainly looked suspect. That didn't look too bad from this angle. But a lot of spectators on the far side just helping the referee in his decision. I'm sure he's his own man. But Dewsbury have possession from the scrum. Holiday bringing the full back in. He's taken down there. Holiday moves in again. Now it's with Johnson. Bailey at dummy half, brings the ball up, solid Saints tackling, going to be the order of the day now. Kelly attacking half, along to Conway, along the line now, Delaney, well, forced there by Delaney obviously, and just as he was going to pass that ball to his right, the Saints tacklers came in, they knocked him off his ball handling, and it went directly into touch on the far side. To scrum down Saints' feet on the 20-metre line. Griffiths comes away, offers the ball there, turns in the tackle, breaks out of it and drives again. About 10 metres forward, Griffiths. Dewsbury break quickly. Pickavance holds it up, takes the tackle. Well, the ball loose there. Dewsbury penalised, not lining up is the indication. The ball came loose. And the referee moves in again in this stop-start game and awards the Saints a penalty. 6 minutes to the interval, 12 points to 2 the score. Dwyer on to Dannett. Saints obviously looking for more points before the half-time interval. As I said, especially with the playing up the hill in this second half and with the rain in the faces. Bernard Dwyer from acting half. Kelly takes him down. Dewsbury have an injured player there. Second row forward there. Shane Williams. He's on to be treated. And Saints still driving it down. Ian Pickavance, grandson of director Joe Pickavance. Signed from Swinton. Cooper inside to George Mann. Mann wants to play it quickly. Cooper wants to take it. Now with Tommy Martin, he puts a tester up. Beavers is chasing it. Oh, it's loose on the far side. Did it touch a Dewsbury hand before it went into touch? Or did it bounce directly? It's scrum down, yes. It's obviously touched the Dewsbury body. And to scrum down with the Saints feed. 5 minutes to the interval. 12-2, the Saints in the lead, but certainly nothing in it yet. Beavers brings it away, drives out to one. John Griffiths lining his side out to the right, but he takes it to the left. Now it's with David Lyon, can he squeeze in? Well, he must only be inches short, David Lyon, in that bottom left-hand corner. Dewsbury move up quickly, Saints set the ball, if they can get it across to the right here. The ball's got to be moved quickly. Beavers has to take the tackle. He tried to create the gap, but it didn't come off. Dwyer again. Now with Pickavance. Lyon tries to draw the defence in. And the rain there, pouring it down here now. Won't be surprised if there's not a little bit of hail in that as well. Griffiths and Beavers work the loop movement. Griffiths again, long ball there to George Mann. It's knocked down by Dewsbury hand. But surely the referee can't play it on, it's got to be a knock-on. Unfortunate there, just couldn't get his footing, could Tony Sullivan on the far side. Excuse me, it was knocked down by Dewsbury hand and Sullivan could have gathered it. Saints would have been in with another set of 6. As it is, it's a scrum down, it's a Saints feed. Griffiths has it, Beavers inside there, Lyon comes up. Pressure by the Saints, Lyon trying to keep it going. Dewsbury urged to get back onside. 3 minutes to the interval, Saints looking for the score that will give them a little bit of extra breathing space. A 10-point cushion at present. Beavers inside to John Neal. Excellent tackling by Dewsbury as it's been all night. Andy Dannett turns it back. Dwyer, Saints keep it going. Griffiths back to Lyon. Inside to Cooper, Cooper into space, George Mann coming through, George Mann's in, by the left of the sticks, and I think that the Saints can consider themselves very fortunate though with that try, because they looked a very forward pass in that movement, but I'm sure the Saints, obviously we will accept the try. 37 minutes of the half, and Mann goes in to the left of the sticks. Gives the Saints that little bit of breathing space, as we've said, but very fortunate to get away with that. Paul Loughlin being asked to tag the extra 2 on. Decent position there, shouldn't have any problem, but that's certainly a killer blow just before the half time. Saints putting a lot of pressure on, moving it down. Dewsbury have certainly competed in this first half. And let's see what their coach, Norman Smith, has to say at the half-time interval. Loughlin converts it. Loughlin's third of the evening, and 18 points to 2. So Les Holiday there, the captain, he'll have to try and G his side up. It's, I suppose it's annoying when you think decisions that should go for you go against you. Well, we all have it in clubs first and second division. It came off for the Saints then. George Mann brings the ball up again. Looked very sharp in this first period. John Neal drives into the tackle, turns as ever. A minute to the interval, plus any stoppage time. Griffiths now on to Phil Beavers. Some good gang tackling there, centre field. The rain pouring down, and the pitch standing up very well at present. It's heavily, or it has been heavily sanded in the middle area. Dwyer brings it blindside onto Dannett. How was it through? One of the tacklers there, Errol Johnson. Saints move it out. Cooper. Cooper chips it. Now with Delaney. Well, a high tackle indicated there on Delaney. Bernard Dwyer had moved in, and Andy Dannett was there as well. Penalty awarded to Dewsbury in the dying seconds of this first half. 18-2 the score. Ball in the stand just to the left of us. Kelly restarts. On to Gary Cox, he drives it up. All this front row, well, and the 2 second rows have run really hard, and the versatility there of Les Holiday at loose forward. There's a half-time hooter. Just 31 seconds of time played. Half-time here in the second round of this Regal Trophy at Mount Pleasant Batley. It's Dewsbury 2, St Helens 18, 3 tries from Martin, Sullivan and Mann, and 3 Paul Loughlin goals. Join us shortly for the second half.
On Thursday the 18th of November, ring in the Dewsbury office for Youngers Alliance second division game. Before the game, just to confirm it is still on at that time and that venue. The Dewsbury office number printed in the program, of course, 465489. Of course, they're away next week to Rydell York, a big game in the second division, and the Red Amber and Black Travel Club as always.
Back with you now for the second half of this enthralling second round of Regal Trophy tie. 18 points to 12, the Saints in the lead at half-time. Both substitutes on during the half-time interval. O'Donnell and Chris Joint. Dewsbury to get us underway, playing down the slope. The rain driving down. It's more or less going across field. That's it, playing up the hill. Obviously a decent lead, a 16-point cushion. But still, anything can happen. Chris Joint now runs out wide.
Oh, you do, look wet.
Andy Dannett taking it up. Gus O'Donnell looking for the short ball. Off Dannett. Saints bring it out left. George Mann, support there. Tommy Martin onto Loughlin. Loughlin drives it up, brought down right in front of our camera position. Dwyer kicks it upfield and finds touch on the Dewsbury 20-metre line. John Griffiths over on the far side. Paul Loughlin with him, and Mike Riley there, obviously moving up in the line, trying to contain this lively Dewsbury side. Holiday looking to get things away. O'Donnell on for Phil Beavers, and Pickervance replaced by Chris Joint. Dewsbury in possession, solid tackling by the Saints as they move up quickly. Tommy Martin, Chris Joint in, a lot of action, played in all the 3 tests. Sonny Nicholl also involved in the 3 tests, twice as a substitute, but he got on in the both substitute appearances. Last tackle of the sequence. The ball back to Conway, peppers it downfield, trying to put pressure on the Saints. Well, I beg your pardon, Phil Beavers is there at full back. It's David Lyon that's been replaced. Saints have possession. 2.5 minutes gone of the second half. John Neal drives it up well. Saints there just gambling a little bit. They came away with it, got out of jail, and then it came to Tony Sullivan. He couldn't take it. He knocked it forward and then he scooped it into touch just to make sure.
Please, there's a vehicle causing an obstruction. If it's your vehicle, can you move it, please? A white blue H832UHD. H832UHD.
Conway to feed.
Goal. It's your car, can you move it, please?
Formed midway between the 20-metre area and the halfway line. Conway feeds it, good clean scrum. Delaney moves it over. He's taken down, but he's not stopped. Tommy Martin moved in quickly. Kelly out to Holiday. Bring it blindside. Oh, that looked a little high from Loughlin on Marquis Charles. Well, just a reaction there by Loughlin. Not a dirty player, but Marquis Charles obviously felt the full force of that. The touch judge has come on. Loughlin's going to be spoken to, obviously, but I think he'll just get told off. Just keep it down. There's already the piping along with the Shane Cooper. Dewsbury will be awarded the penalty, with Marquis Charles receiving the treatment. The clock stopped. Mr. Wood, the referee from Keighley, getting a little bit of barracking from the main stand side here. Marquis Charles up, he's fit. Dewsbury, fine touch, and they're just outside the 20-metre area, and they've got a set of 6 to see if they can put any score on the board. Play's restarted, loop movement there, now with Delaney, full back, Nathan Graham moves in, quickly dispatched to the earth. Loughlin and Joint move in. Gary Cox driving the ball in, Kelly attacked in half-back. This lively hooker, Worthy, tries to change the direction. Well, one pair of hands too many there from Dewsbury, too much fancy stuff unfortunately, and they pay the price, they lose possession, and down it goes. Dewsbury never won this Regal trophy, or the John Player trophy as it used to be. The Saints come away with the ball from the scrum. Saints have only been in it once, that's 1988 when they beat Leeds 15-14. That was Paul Loughlin scored 14 of the points, I think, and Neil Oldham with a drop goal that give them that extra point. But Saints awarded the penalty. Beavers finds touch over on that open side.
You're going to get wet, you know that, don't you?
Solid driving by the Saints, moving it up, playing up the quite steep hill here. Andy Dannett coming cross field, powers in. Les Holiday, one of the tacklers in there, but solid tackling by Dewsbury. They're getting in number. Chris Joint running out wide. Well, Chris Joint was away. The touch judge on the main stand side here just indicating that the ball wasn't played correctly. Obviously the crowd had picked it up. Scrum down, Dewsbury feed. Conway will slip this ball in. Bring it blindside, Nathan Graham moves up. Saints will have to get into him, make sure the man's tackled. No good waiting for the man to dummy about. Got to move in, drive it in and make sure the tackling's completed. Make the tackles count and the men know that they've been tackled. Paul Worthy brings it blindside. It's 3 blindside ploys from Dewsbury. Loughlin and Joint in at the tackling there. Now the ball spread along the line. The drive by Holiday, looking to release it. The ball's loose. Saints come up with it. Obviously Holiday trying to force that ball, but just squares it out. It went forward and John Griffiths came up with possession. Well taken by Chris Joint. Second row there. Shane Williams in at the tackle. Marcus Charles fully recovered as John Neal drives in again. Well, good ball handling from Neal. Saints spread it out. Andy Dannett moves it over to the right. Good driving there by Neal. Turned in the tackle. A hallmark of this big Cumbrian play. Now it's George Mann. Takes it up the blind side. 7.5 minutes of the second half gone. No further addition to the half-time score of 18 points to 2. But it's Cooper spreading it onto a double. Chips it through. Just slightly impeded, but play allowed to go on as Tommy Martin. Can Martin win the chase? It's right by the sticks. Oh, Graham has to chip it dead. Good driving there by Tommy Martin and started by Gus O'Donnell. He chipped it through. Gus O'Donnell, he was slightly impeded, but he couldn't regather it. It came round. Martin picked it up, then he chipped it again to the post. Nathan Graham had to turn round and follow it up, and he had to kick it dead. A low kick there. Well taken. Martin again. Brings it over to this left side. Oh, good tackle there by Marcus Charles. Dwyer attacked in half. He brings it blindside. Saints with an overlap. Dwyer could just release it. Charles did well there. Took Dwyer well. Now John Neal. Drives it up, yes, gets it away. Again, Cooper. Saints with an overlap on the right if they can spread it. George Mann straightens it up, drives it up the middle, and gets it away to Cooper. Loughlin couldn't hold it. It's going to be a knock-on. Excellent change of direction by Captain Shane Cooper, but it all didn't come off. Dewsbury looking to make a dual substitution. 14 and 15 coming on.
Paul Worthy and Darren Cleary on the way off the pitch. And Mark Haig replaced.
We've got Mark Haig on for number... we'll have Andy Dickinson on for number 12, which is Shane Williams, and Mark Haig on for number 8, who is Paul Worthy.
Probably noticed Gus O'Donnell and Chris Johnson on the pitch yourself.
Excellent kick by Dewsbury, fine touch just inside the Saints half. Kelly to restart. Gary Cox driving it up. All 4 substitutes used.
Well, it's a wall.
Dewsbury spreading it again, Delaney along the line, moves it over left. Nathan Graham linking up from the full-back position. Well taken down by Cooper and Tommy Martin on the far side. Good driving on the far side. Bailey, I think that is, that's come in, Dennis Bailey. Conway along the line, Holiday. Long pass. Sullivan gathers the loose ball. excuse me again. John Neal taking the ball up, take it up all day. Andy Dickinson just come on. The ball reeked out is the indication as Dickinson came away with it. But he came in, it looked as though he was second tackler as he came in. Then the ball was reeked out, or the ball shot out. The referee says it was reeked out and it awarded the penalty. Phil Beavers kicking over to the main stand side. Awkward breeze, as you can see, with that ball dipping, the wind blowing across field. Bernard Dwyer will restart. Andy Dannett, first man in. Dickinson coming in for the tackle again. Now it's John Neal, the other prop, and Dickinson and Haig going in. Both subs in at the tackle there. Blind side from Bernard Dwyer, bringing Loughlin through on the opposite diagonal, and that was a hell of a tackle that shoot the ball, but it hit a Dewsbury man and then came back, Saints retrieved it, but the referee giving the first knock on, and it's scrum down with the Dewsbury feed. 12 minutes of the half gone. The second 40 minutes, no further score. Delaney has possession. Kelly steps up, attacked in half. Holiday now driving it there, gets the ball away. Excellent ball provider is Holiday. A loose ball there. Bernard Dwyer comes up with it. Well, two knock-ons indicated. Obviously the first knock-on will be given. It will be a scrum with the Saints feed. Difficult conditions out there, there's no danger. But quite a decent crowd, and especially over on the far side with the terrible weather conditions. Beavers moves it over to the right, now straightens up, takes a hard tackle there, bounce down. Dewsbury looking obviously to contain the Saints in this second half. Hopefully when they have ball possession they want to put it into points. Saints still in possession, driving up the hill. 10 metres inside the half. Tommy Martin, Gus O'Donnell there in support, but excellent tackling there by the hooker Kelly. Brings him down. Sullivan tried to scamper away blindside. Marquis Child brought him down, and unfortunately the ball just squirmed out of Sullivan's hands. Same for both sides though, isn't it? Ground just cutting up a little, just taking the moisture there. You can see just a few puddles. Graham. Cooper and Martin bring him down. Holiday turned it inside to Haig. Dewsbury keep the ball going. The Saints tackling will have to be firm. Joint comes in, clamps his man. Dwyer and Dannett also in as well. Dewsbury now, as I said, they're running it hard. When they have the ball possession, they've got to do something with it. Obviously they need points on the board. 18 points to 2 the score. Les Holiday, he gets it over to the left. Dewsbury keep it going. Nathan Graham has it. And Saints moving quickly over on the far side. Solid tackling. Saints pressing up, trying to force Dewsbury off the game. But Les Holiday putting everything in. Now with Bailey, I think that is on the far side. The ball still going. Marquis Charles has it. He's trying to force the ball, but it's squirmed out. He's regathered possession. He did well there, did Charles. It looks as though the ball had gone. It's the last tackle of the sequence. It's on the 6th. Dewsbury has spreading it. Saints have possession. Well, the ball's still there. Tommy Martin, is it? Brings the ball across. Players getting muddied up and very difficult to pick out. It was Tommy Martin. It's now with John Neal. End-to-end stuff there, and Dewsbury nearly penetrating the Saints ranks, obviously on the 6th tackle. This Joint, powerful out-wide runner. Andy Dannett, he straightens it up, approaching the 10-metre line. Dewsbury's 10-metre line it is. George Mann block busting forward, bring the ball up, centre field. Last tackle of the sequence. Gus O'Donnell puts a tester up. Not gone very far forward. It's on the last tackle. Well, Saints have possession. A knock on, it's on the last tackle, so Saints must have knocked on and the ball will be handed over to Dewsbury and they will restart. I think that's the first handover we've had in the game. And we've had 55 minutes. So John Griffiths come off the blood bin. Ian Peckervance comes on. Kelly, he plays the ball, Dewsbury in possession, trying the hardest to penetrate the Saints ranks. I think the Saints may say, well, what we've got will hold, but we don't be too complacent against these sides, and they certainly look very lively. Excellent drive by Fleary, good drive from him, looking for support. Cox was in support, but he couldn't take it, and now Saints have to scamper back quickly. Dewsbury moving it, backing up. Holiday throws the ball anywhere. The ball still loses it. No, Dewsbury still have it. The touch judge on the far side being consulted by the referee, and a knock-on has been indicated. I thought Dewsbury had come up with possession, but an excellent break by Darren Fleary. He moved down this right wing. They just run out of numbers to scrum down. It's Saints feed. Russ O'Donnell out to Tommy Martin. He straightened it up now. But as I say, when Dewsbury have the ball, they've got to try and convert it into points. They couldn't there. They tried the hardest. Peckervance on the field for John Griffiths, who's been off as a blood bin replacement. John Neal taking it up, and they take it up all day with John Neal, but that's excellent tackling by Fleary, isn't it? Superb tackling. They stuck to the task. They've got a big task on their plate this evening. The ball kicked upfield, finds well, it doesn't find touch, not quite, but it stops 5 metres short of the Dewsbury try line. Now the Saints will move up in numbers, and this defence will move up as one, hopefully. Bailey there came in field. Bailey and Rombo, these coloured wingers, looking very sharp this evening. Marquis Charles moved it over. Dewsbury on a break. Bailey into space. Beavers comes over. He beats Beavers as Bailey. He's going for the corner. Can he outpace the defence? He has. What a superb try by Bailey. An excellent try. 75 metres. Well played by Dewsbury. They moved it over to the left. Bailey into space. And that's what's got to happen when Dewsbury have the ball. They've got to make it or convert it into points, as I've said. 19 minutes of the second half gone. And Bailey with another try to his tally here at Dewsbury. What an excellent try that was. A try out of nothing. The ball was up there, Saints, as I just said, they had to move up as one. But Bailey beat the defence. He broke through. Phil Beavers went to cut him off. Beavers missed the tackle, and Tommy Martin chased him. He got to him at the end, but he just couldn't stop him. And an excellent try there by Dewsbury. Certainly one that they deserve. They've put a lot into this evening's game. And now it's Conway looking for the extras. 18 points to 6. And if Conway can get this, and I'm sure he can, certainly in his goal-kicking capabilities, it'll still give the Saints a 10-point cushion with 20 minutes remaining of the game. And Dewsbury coach Norman Smith, he'll be delighted, no doubt. Saints coach Mike McLennan just down in front of us, just to our left. Obviously, the warning bells will be going there, and he'll have to regroup and reorganise his troops. Oh, just blowing away, the wind just taking that ball away. So a 12-point cushion, which is quite healthy for the Saints. Obviously it means that Dewsbury have got to score 3 times. Well, the referee coming off, obviously something going on. He's having a word with the policeman over on the far side. Obviously there must be a bit of jiggery pokery going on the far side. And obviously at the bottom end there where Bailey scored, there's nobody about, but we don't know what he's reporting to the policeman, but obviously only time will tell if any action is taken. Well, it seems the referee was getting a lot of verbal abuse off the crowd at the bottom end. I always thought they was immune to verbal abuse, referees, but they never take any notice in the past, so I don't see why he should start now. Anyway, the ball's come loose. Dewsbury had possession. A knock-on is the indication. Marcus Charles as the perpetrator there of that knock-on. But what a superb try there by Bailey. 75, 18 metres downfield. Brings Dewsbury in with a shout, obviously at 18 points to 6. To scrum down, it's a Saints feed. Let's see if Saints can put points back on the board. Solid tackling, an excellent tackling it is. They're holding the man on his feet and driving him back. Chris Joint tries to straighten it up. Bernard Dwyer at dummy half. Cooper onto John Neal. Bernard Dwyer now moves it over to the right, Andy Dannett. Tommy Martin just receiving treatment there. Obviously the call's on, Beavers. The ball spread out left, Loughlin into space, bad ball there, but an excellent tackle by Eddie Rombo. He moved in on Paul Loughlin just as he was about to squeeze the ball out to Tony Sullivan, and Rombo took him off. The ball went to ground. Scrum down just outside the Dewsbury 20-metre area with a Dewsbury feed. 17 minutes remaining, 12 points separating the sides. Always a difficult task over here in Yorkshire. Unfortunately, Dewsbury once a great side, but in the last 20 years or so, sadly declining. 20 years ago, 1973, since Dewsbury beat Leeds, 22 points to 13 in the very last championship final. Then it went to a club championship final, and then it went to the Premiership. And that trophy now is the ex-championship trophy is now the league championship trophy. Dewsbury, they also played Wigan in the very first final at Wembley, 1929. Obviously battling for survival this evening for money in the Regal Trophy. They have played Saints in the Floodlit Cup final in 1975. Saints beat them 22 points to 2 that day. 18 points to 6 the score this evening. And a very hard battle. Dewsbury still in possession. Gary Cox driving it up. Last tackle of the sequence. Kelly at dummy half. The ball to Holiday. Puts a tester. Beavers moves in. Takes it well, Beavers. Many seasons at that full-back position and taking balls like that. Food and drink to Beavers, that is. Mike Riley comes in off the wing, looking for a piece of the action. George Mann running out wide. Good ball there to Cooper. It's off a Dewsbury man, but George Mann picks it up. The tackle count is waved clean. John Griffiths has been off about 9-10 minutes. Whether it will be a full substitution, he's off for treatment. Peckermans has come on for him. They do have 15 minutes to tidy the injured party up. A tough rearranged tie against Leeds at Headingley next Wednesday. The ball with Gus O'Donnell, he puts it back upfield. Nathan Graham has to play it, takes it in his in-goal area. Saints move up quickly. Obviously a danger area. We know what Bailey did only a few minutes ago. Saints tackling will have to be firm. Yes, Shane Cooper coming in there, just getting the man by the scruff of the neck, the jersey. It was Errol Johnson. Some of the homesters didn't like the way he came in. There was nothing in it. But Dewsbury again tried to break out of the Saints tackling. Beavers plays at it. Laid well there, put his body in between the ball and the oncoming tackler. And Mike Riley comes crossfield. Dewsbury tried to hold him up and bring him towards the touchline. Mark Haig, one of the tacklers, along with Eddie Rombo. Now it's Loughlin coming in. Cooper bringing the ball up. Loughlin coming through on the diagonal run. 13 minutes to the final hooter. 18-6 to score. Bradford, who got the hammer off the Saints last week, play Barrow at Craven Park this Sunday. And as I said before, Dewsbury here, they hammered Barrow 56 points to 12 last Sunday. Gus O'Donnell on the last tackle, peppers it upfield, Graham gathers it. Dewsbury bring it crossfield. The man still going. Finally taken down by Chris Joint. Good yardage made by Dewsbury. Still throwing it about Dewsbury, even in the difficult conditions. Obviously it's same for both sides. Eddie Rombo attacked in half-back. First 20 minutes he was heavily involved, not been involved as much since. Looking to try and break through there. As George Mann comes up, takes Gary Cox down. Marcus Charles at dummy half. Well, Holiday knocks it forward. Uncharacteristic error by Holiday, but he's there again. Obviously he's looking to unload the ball before he's actually got hold of it. We know what he's capable of, Les Holiday. Ex-Swinton, Widnes and Halifax forward. Now we're at the twilight of his career, we can say, at Dewsbury. Injected quite a bit into them, and obviously they recruited well here at Dewsbury. And then Eddie Rombo, Marcus Charles, Mark Conway, excuse me, all with the side to build up, and as I've said before, with the points that they've amassed during the season, in the 6th position in the 2nd division, 319 points they scored against 155, whereas the Saints are in 7th position, I think. Dewsbury Saints are in the 6th position. I think it's Dennis Bailey. Strung down to the 14-metre area. Gus O'Donnell, Chris Joint, long ball, Joint looping round, Tommy Martin beats his man. Hillbeavers now attacked in half-back. On to George Mann, he changes direction, runs for the corner. A lot of oohs and ahs from the crowd. The Saints take it blindside again, now with Chris Joint. Excuse me again, just a bit worse for wear. The last tackle of the sequence. Gus O'Donnell, is he going for the drop? He is. That looks good from here. That's the one-pointer, and I know it's near the end of the game. We've only, 10 minutes remaining, but that should seal it, obviously, with the Gus O'Donnell drop goal. 19 points to 6 now, give the Saints a 13-point cushion. Gus O'Donnell's 5th drop goal of the season.
time for Dewsbury. Darren Cleary back on.
Saints knock on with the deep kick. They have to drop out between the sticks. Williams, good drive by him. Russ O'Donnell comes in for the tackle. Now it's with Cox. Kelly attacked in half-back. He brings it blindside, tries to draw the Saints defence and gets the ball away. Some enterprising play by Dewsbury. The rain just easing off a little. Good handling. Now with Haig. Brings it blindside, trying to scamper in at this corner. Turns the ball inside. But Anthony Sullivan's there to receive it. Dwyer on to John Neal. Oh, that's a little naughty that as John Neal went down. It's been quite a clean game this evening. Oh, good ball there from Dwyer to Sullivan. Can he keep in field? Just, he does. Les Holiday's asking the question, but the touch judge shaking his head. Dwyer on to Neal. Has to take the tackle. Dewsbury moving up exceptionally quickly. Now it's Vivas. Shane Cooper takes it out wide. Good ball there. Superb ball out wide. Ian Pickervan's there, driving up the wing. And a tester right at Dewsbury. Took it well. 7 minutes remaining, 19 points to 6 to score. Certainly not give up, Dewsbury. Playing right to the end. Eddie Rombo. George Mann comes in, meets him, brings him to a halt. Les Holiday, always trying to prod and probe and get his side going. Kelly, at dummy half. Conway puts it downfield, Riley takes it well, brings it back infield. Brought down right on the halfway line, just to the right of centre spot. Rivers on to Chris Jones.
You've been working all week on it.
Bernard Dwyer steps up again. George Mann finds a hole, drives it up, pushes the man off, and drives up again.
Well, I finished at 6.
John Neal, well, gets it away. Well taken there by Tommy Martin, but what a good tackle by Cox. But he gets it away to Cooper. Cooper tries to change direction. Dewsbury moved up quickly on the far side. Dewsbury looking to reintroduce Paul Worthy for the last 6 minutes or so. Wyatt, Gus O'Donnell. Peppers it up. Nathan Graham will have to turn. Well, it'll go dead.
The Dewsbury substitution is Gary Cox for Paul Worthy from Wednesday back on.
What time will this finish? 9.
So Dewsbury, as I said, trying to make the substitution. With Paul Worthy coming back on for Gary Cox. But they're driving up again. It's Paul Delaney.
5 minutes.
Obviously these players a little difficult to pick out as they're getting muddied up. But we're doing our best, aren't we? Still running to the end, Dewsbury. Williams. Now with Holiday. He gets the ball away. Well, picked up well. Neal came in for the tackle. Dickinson, I think that is, driving up. Last tackle of the sequence. Dewsbury will run it. Well, they are running it. Eddie Rombo obviously injected a lot of excitement in this Dewsbury crowd. Sullivan did well there. He got back. He covered it up well. Beavers came up with it there, and now it's with Paul Loughlin. 4 minutes remaining, no question about the result. 19 points to 6 is the score at present, and Saints will be going into the bag for the third round draw on Monday. Saints being the first team to go through, having to play this evening with, obviously, as I've said, the ground sharing with Batley, and Batley have been drawn at home to Sheffield on Sunday. Televised tie Salford and Leeds tomorrow. Last tackle of the sequence, Gus O'Donnell puts it up the centre. Nathan Graham comes, gathers it safely. Now he gives it to Bailey. A buzz of excitement as Bailey gets it again. Graham backs him up. George Mann hauls him to the ground. But Dewsbury still fighting and into space. Delaney drives it up, and only an excellent tackle by Gus O'Donnell stops him. There's Holiday, I think that is. And the ball's loose. Saints come up with possession. George Mann has it. Well, it's Worthy that's just come back on, and he's going to be spoken to, I think. Didn't look anything in it from here.
Representatives for the press with us today is the number 11 for St Helens, George Mann.
Well, George Mann, a worthy man of the match for this evening. Obviously the winning side, the Saints, as Shane Cooper gets it away to Bernard Dwyer. All the forwards in the Dewsbury side have run well and hard, but obviously it wasn't to be. Saints superior class as told, even though it's an awkward playing pitch with difficult playing conditions. Gus O'Donnell tries to draw the defence in. Loughlin coming through on the opposite diagonal. William Pickavance obviously seeing out the remainder of the game after coming on as a blood-bin substitution for John Griffiths. Mike McLennan obviously electing to keep Griffiths on the bench. Tommy Martin coming through, popping the drop goal over. 39 minutes of the second half gone. Tommy Martin drops the goal.
Another dropped goal to the Saints. Jonathan Griffiths the scorer. Dewsbury 6, Saints 20.
Tommy Martin, it actually was that scored the drop goal. The PA system was just given out to John Griffiths, but he was substituted earlier on. Obviously he's having difficulty picking him out as well. Always awkward as the sides get muddied up. Pickavance driving it up. Bernard Dwyer steps up quickly at the acting halfback. 40 minutes gone on the watch, just playing in time added on for stoppages. Certainly been a tough tie, and both players will welcome the well-earned bath. George Mann there, the man of the match. Chris Joint running out wide, solid tackling. Dewsbury by no means been disgraced this evening. They've played really well. They've competed in an excellent second round regal tie. Unfortunately, they're out at this stage. Saints looking forward to hopefully a home draw in the third round. Dickinson just hanging on a little bit to Dallett's boot there. Tommy Martin couldn't hold on to it. The ball kicked forward, but it'll be brought back. A turnover on the sixth tackle. Dewsbury now get the game going for the remaining seconds that the timekeepers, which are situated directly behind me, will allow. Kelly, oh, that's a crunching tackle, wasn't it? Paul Loughlin, the perpetrator. Well, nothing wrong with that tackle. Obviously, Loughlin coming in and the man coming through at full pace, but he certainly felt the full force of the tackle. The physio quickly on to treat him. The clock is stopped. 20 points to 6 the score, and that looks as though it's going to be the final score.
Warrington 10, excellent result that in the English Schools Cup first round. And the under 11 game last Monday, Dewsbury back with 16.
Physio there just
Congratulations to both sets of youngsters.
just treating the man, but he doesn't look well, does he? I think it's Williams, the second rower. Well, he doesn't look well at all. Obviously looks a bit concussed, but that was a hell of a bone-crunching tackle by Paul Loughlin as he came through. So obviously Paul having no problems with his arms now. Both arms suffering slight injuries after having it broken 2 or 3 times. The ball just been taken away. Yes, Williams. Along the line. Last throw of the dice for Dewsbury to get points on, but the seconds running out. Nearly 3 minutes of stoppage time have been added by referee Wood. Dewsbury in possession, moving it along the line. They've only scored 1 try and 1 goal. But the try that they did score, courtesy of Bailey, was a rasper. Phil Beavers under that high ball from Les Holiday. And now Saints will probably just play out this set of 6. Well, quick advance, I think that is, driving it up. Bernard as ever. On to Chris Joint. Side steps one way, tries to unload in the tackle, but well clamped there by Kelly, the hooker. Now it's with John Neal. Time running out now. Nearly 4 minutes of added time as Andy Dannett takes it up. And there's the final hooker. So Saints run out winners of this Regal Trophy second round tie by the score of 20 points to 6. 3 tries from Martin, Sullivan and Mann, all in the first half. 3 Loughlin goals, 18 points to 2 at half time. A superb Bailey try in the second half, halfway through for Dewsbury, brought them back in at 18-6. And then 2 drop goals from Adele and Martin. And then near the end, the final score 20 points to 6. Thanks for joining us. See you at Leeds next Wednesday. Griffiths.